Okay, welcome to this week's tutorial for Inspired by InVideo. Grab your favourite beverage, join us, watch and enjoy. Hi, the question is, can I use the new animations with assets other than images? Well, the answer's yes. You can even animate your logo. And here we've got Disco Station in for 1 second. So let's play that and see what that does. You see, fluttery lights like I'm at the disco. So what other assets could we use this with? Well, let's go to shapes. Let's go to outlines and let's add the circle. Let's make it a bit bigger, place it in the middle, and let's animate that. So if we animate, we've got none. Let's go right down. We can use all these existing animations, by the way, but let's do the drama. So we're going to drama it in from the left. And I'm going to do that for 1.5 seconds. And then I'm going to drama it out to the right. So let's go down to drama. And the drama. And let's go out to the right. So let's play that. So as you saw, let's play it again. It in and out. Play it one more time. Okay, so you got the idea there that you can do things with shapes, and of course you can do things with multiple shapes. So we could create a bigger shape. And we can animate that. So we could do something simple with that. Let's use one of the older ones. So let's oh, we're on the out, sorry, we want to be on the in. So let's fade that in. This is using an original one. Let's fade it in over 1.5 seconds, and let's fade it out. So here I'm mixing old and new together. So we're going to fade it out for 1.5 seconds. And what I also noticed was that, that I'd only done this for 1 second, but it won't really matter for this exercise. I tell you what, let's change it anyway. So let's go to element 1. Let's go edit, animation. Oh, I had done that for 1.5 seconds, but I hadn't done it out for 1.5 seconds. Okay, so let's play our scene now, and we can see there that we got quite a bit of animation. So it's all about playing with things and finding out what's going to work for you. And just to remind you, there's heaps on heaps of these different things. Now, the next question I'm asked is, can I do the same with a video? So let's add a scene. And we'll have another similar 5-second scene. And let's go to media. So let's go to videos. Let's go for cars. Lots of people go for dogs and things, but I'm more of a cars person. And really, I don't suppose it really matters that much what the video is. Let's check this one out. Not actually mad keen on that. Let's find something a little less already complicated. Okay, so we've got a stock car here. Oh, and another one hitting it. So let's add that. I only wanted to add it. I should have dragged it across. It's only short, so we'll use the full video. Okay, and video animation in So let's go down and let's use hanging by a string. Okay, I keep calling this hanging by a thread, but it's hanging by a string, and we'll do that for 1.5 seconds. We'll go to out and we'll use hanging by a string, but we'll go in a different direction this time. So just bear with me while I find hanging by a string. And of course you don't have to use the same one all the time. You can mix and match the ins and the outs. And I can't even find hanging by a string. I tell you what, let's fly it out to the right. 1.5 seconds. And let's see what we get. And woohoo, that flew out. Okay, we've had that thing flow out. So now let's have a look and see whether we can do with other things. Well, we've got stickers. So let's add a scene. And let's add some stickers. So we've got animals, business, wow, okays, you know, Easter and things. Now, as you know, some of these are already animated, but some of them aren't. Ooh. So this one, I need to change my background. So let's go there. I don't know if you know, but you can change your background colour. You need to unlock it, go to edit, go to colours, change your colour, and now we're going to go for a white background. Okay, we go back to layers. I'm going to go there and I'm just going to delete that there. So now I've got a buy now, and if I play the scene, comes in a bit but doesn't really very exciting, is it? So let's animate it. So let's go sticker, edit, animation, and at the moment it's got fade in as a default. Let's try and make it a bit more fun. So we've got all the standard ones. Let's go groovy, shall we? I'm feeling groovy, so I'm going to go groovy from the left for 1.5 seconds roughly, and then I'm going to go out, and I'm going to go, and I felt groovy. Let's bounce it out to the right, and while it's in place, let's zoom in. Okay, so now we've added an on, an in place, and an out animation. Ooh, that was groovy, wasn't it? So a static thing can be made a little bit more exciting, and that's just using an e-commerce sticker, and there's lots more of those that you could use. Okay, so the last thing I guess that most people want to ask is about text. So let's add the scene. And let's go to our text. I'll just change it to say this is text. I'm forever holding the shift button down for too long. So can we do the fancy new animations with that? Now we can do the animations on word, character, line, in or whole. Let's set ours to character. Now it defaults to fade in, but what we're going to do is we're going to go and find something here that's, you know, quite exciting. Do we want a crawl in? Happy landing. Let's have a happy landing, and let's take a little bit of time, and let's go to the out, and let's use an existing one. We'll just slide them off to the right, and again we'll do about 1.5 seconds for that. So if we play the scene button, you can see came in a fancy on way. But I kind of thought it wasn't really all that exciting, happy landing. So let's try bold and powerful and see what that looks like. Now that's got a bit more of a pizzazz. So by playing with the different effects, you can create good looking things that come off. Let's just change that one more time. Let's have it fly in. Yeah. And again, 1 and a bit seconds. So let's play the scene again. So again, you can see that you can really do animations on there. And of course, it doesn't have to be character. It can be the whole line. Fly it one more time. And there. So really, it's all about your imagination. So that's using the new animations and a couple of the older ones to animate labels, text, all sorts of things to show you that you can really use your imagination to go where you want. Okay, another topic that's been around this week is, can I have fancier pre-done text boxes? Well, what do you want? That's the question. Because if you nip over to text, as well as adding heading, subheading, and adding body text, there's all these ready-made text boxes here. So if we click on text styles, it takes a few seconds for it to load, but there we are. We've got a whole load of different things, even barcode, quite elegances, springs, goodbye, and of course we can edit that from goodbye to hello. And yes, you can animate it. I think we've done enough on animation today. All the things on animation apply here as well. And of course you could have hello there, and you could say happy Diwali. Yeah, a whole load of things. And again, it doesn't have to be it could be happy birthday. Birthday. Okay, and again you can size them, etc. Yeah, so again, here's the examples, different things. Game over, you know, speed, good vibes, burp, burp. Yes, this fancy pop I've been drinking, it's called San Pellegrino Limonata. It makes me burp. Haunted house, whole load of things, and even a barcode. Yep, you can add a barcode. So let's move happy birthday out, a barcode out the one way, happy birthday. And so there you can see barcode. And so if you want a barcode, you can do 11, 26, 57890. I don't know whether that's a valid barcode, but hey, it looks quite good, doesn't it? So that's textiles. But alongside textiles, you've got some classic things. So let's have a look at those. Again, takes a little while, but you've got, you know, hearts, bows, hellos. You can do this, live and let live, in yourself, ideas. And again, you know, this shall pass too, blah, or keep it simple. So click to add, keep it simple. Let's make happy birthday a bit smaller. Keep it simple on there. And if we play the scene, you can see that they come on. So that's some of those things there. But it isn't just those classics. We've got moderns. So if you'd like an animated 3 words coming on, let's make our barcode smaller and move him up out the way. Let's move keep it simple there. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Wounds? I rather think that should be turn your words into wisdom. Yeah, oops. needed a capital, so you could see you could edit it on screen. So if we play that, you can see that that came down in there. So again, you can do all sorts of things. Now, Astons. What the heck do they mean by Astons? Astons is a really old name, yeah, and it came from the Aston Broadcasting Corporation, and these are what they mean by Astons. Yes, you've seen them around before. So they're completely editable, and they do things like say who you are and what your job title is. So that's what they call Astons. Social media credits. And there's a wide range of them, and they're growing all the time as different things come along. So we can add our in. Do you ever have those mental blocks? In? Yes, you know what it is, but my brain doesn't want to work right now. So let's have a YouTube one, okay? And they've got them all. You can see them down here, different styles, shapes, etc. And different again down here. And I know that they are adding more of those as time goes by. Okay, so that's really good. But it is not the end, because they do location boxes as well. So you can have a different style of location box. Again, that's a bit on the big side. Let's move him round. Let's move that there. Let's make that smaller. Move that to there. And yeah, Hong Kong. Well, actually, it's London. Okay, and again, you can play with the size to make it match. Okay, and that's not the end of it, because there's one more option, and these are speech bubbles. So you've got a left and a right speech bubble, and a down to the left and a down to the right speech bubble there. You've got a thought bubble, and then you've got some other types of odds and ends. Now this one's quite quirky. Quirky, not quirky. We'll make it a little bit smaller. We'll add it there. We'll move London out the way a bit, and I won't bother changing it. But now if we play the scene, it's going to be madness. But you can see that you can do a whole load of things that you might not even have realized were available off-the-shelf items. So I hope you find that bit useful. I forgot to mention that Astons are lower thirds. I hope you found it useful. Bye.